attempt to get something with the camera.
All right, let's go do that. We'll be right back. Brainwash Sports Twitch TV after this mound visit. And we're back at the North Broward Preparatory School here in Coconut Creek, Florida. Sam Gelfand with Ben Curtis on Brainwash Sports Twitch TV. All tied up. North Broward looking to make something happen. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-0. Make it 3-0. Feldman having difficulty finding the strike zone. You know he's going to throw a strike here. Unless he finds a good one. Let's see. Ball 4. A run is going to be walked home, and North Broward's taking the lead.
No batting. Number 12, Raul Kennard.
So now Kennard, who started this game for North Broward, is going to be looking to give run support to the people who have replaced him. Gets away from the catcher. 1 run will score. Batters advance. Or should I say runners? Doesn't really matter. Point is 7-5. North Broward in the lead. So it's 7-5 now. Funny this happens just as we're talking about run support. And that one's high, 1-0. This is 2-0, ball 6, I believe. I'm only right because someone in the stand screamed it. Here's a pitch. 7. Ben Feldman has to be rattled. The second baseman is going to come and try and talk some sense into him to recombobulate, as we've been discussing throughout this broadcast. Well, for this game.
I think the copper counter reigns supreme.
Absolutely. It's just a phrase that I'm going to be using more and more throughout these broadcasts. And there ends the 7-ball streak with his first strike, 3-1. The copper counter, of course, started in one of our first ever broadcasts. Swing, check swing. It's going to be 3-2. As North Broward played University School in men's basketball, Balsa Coppercova, the 6'11" 8th grader at the time, now a massive prospect as that one goes foul, towering hit. Now a very big prospect on the name of many scouts' lists. He's 7'1" now. Incredible. I hope he knows how much he means to us. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Jared Hellman. Check your mic.
No batting. Number 22, Jared Hellman.
We apologize for that difficulty with the mic, ladies and gentlemen, as there's going to be a pitching change. Ben Feldman is out of the game. We'll see who replaces him momentarily.
Well,
Feldman's final stat line's not going to look very good.
it's certainly not. I'll calculate it in a moment, but it is not what you want.
Looks like number 21 is going to be the new pitcher. We'll see who that is momentarily.
Looks like it's Austin Crandell.
Austin Crandell, you're correct. I'll say it over the PA system for the folks right here at North Broward.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new pitcher. Taking the mound for the Bobcats is number 21, Austin Crandell.
So let's see what he has to bring to the table. Part of Feldman's shortcoming in this game, in my personal analytical opinion, is, Ben, you take a look at his final stat line, is that he is a lefty. North Broward does not have many lefty hitters on the team. Of course, a righty will do worse against a righty, a lefty will do worse against a lefty. So you have to imagine that has to be some sort of factor in why he did so poorly, and that the batter won the matchup every single time.
Well, Feldman's final stat line, 2/3 of an inning to go along with 1 strikeout, 3 walks. That's a big one. 2 base hits and a fielder's choice is the final stat line for Ben Feldman.
So, not very impressive.
No, he didn't get the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, by the way, USA Baseball should be kicking off shortly in their game against Japan.
Semi-final matchup for the right to play Puerto Rico. Final tomorrow.
Am I correct in saying that Japan is still undefeated?
Yes, they're 6-0.
Of course, we'll be pulling for Team USA. Unfortunately, Team Israel's Cinderella run came to a close. You have to remember, though, they still went in the tournament. 4-2 was their final. As the camera has tilted away, we'll take care of that. They went 4-2, which is incredible for a team that was ranked 41st in the entire world behind such baseball powerhouses like Poland and the Ukraine and the Philippines.
I think I read that. Is that true?
They were ranked 41st in the world. That's true. Which makes it all the more incredible how far they went in the World Baseball Classic. Your mic is still off. We're going to fix this really quick. So we'll be holding it down in the meantime. Jared Hellman is the batter. Here's the pitch.
There we go.
High, ball 1.
Apologize for that,
You should
folks.
be back with us, Ben.
Yes, I am indeed. Good to be back.
It is good to have you. Kurt Bernard is out. Who's replacing him? I can't see the number.
Well, he's on deck, and we'll keep an eye on who's at bat, and Hellman takes strike 1.
33 is on deck. Devin Grobler.
Devin Grobler, yeah.
Devin Grobler. Here's the pitch. Check swing. He went around, though, 1-2. 2 outs. Still bases loaded. North Broward need to get some extra run support.
And that's when it's rough when you don't have an umpire on first base. The home plate umpire did the best job he can, because the second place umpire was at no place to determine whether or not Hellman swung.
Swung at that, though, and makes contact. Just picked up by the second baseman, and he picks it up. That's going to be the end of the 6th. We'll be right back with potentially the final half inning of the game.
Now betting number 11, Nick Kutcher.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've hopefully gotten the camera to stay in one place, which would be nice.
Apologize for that, folks. Overall, though, a fairly uneventful broadcast, I want to say.
Because, as we said earlier, we set the bar low. Here's a pitch. Low and
brought
inside,
it full circle, did you, Sam?
Always got to bring it full circle. At least one person watching tonight's going to know that that's an inside joke. Here's a pitch. And that one's low as well, 2-0. I'm sure I'll get a text or something. Hint, hint. All right, here's the pitch. Coming right now. And he gets his first strike, 2-1. Christian Paye still on the mound for North Broward. Looks like North Broward's going to try to only use 2 pitchers in this matchup. Keep the arms fresh, always a good idea with a busy schedule. That's popped up close to us. Hands up! And that goes directly behind the bleachers.
Everyone's okay. Everyone's
It
okay.
sounded like it hit something plasticky.
Water bottle, I'd have to assume. Better something plasticky than something human-y.
That's true.
As
Something fleshy. Here's the pitch. And that is rocked to center field. That's very deep. But the center fielder is under it. Marsh makes the catch, and that's going to bring up the next batter.
Stepping up to bat, number 25, Jack Ronan.
Kutcher, sorry.
You want to go ahead?
Sure, Kutcher, the senior, trying to get something going for the Bobcats, and they put a good swing on it, but the ball's not carrying at all right now. The wind has just about died down.
Well, also keep in mind that is the triangle in center field. In most high school ballparks, that would have been out of here.
Most likely at the old ballpark, it would have been out as well.
Would have been out of the park and down the street. To be honest, it's 0-1 now.
Moving to the old athletic facility.
That's true. I don't know the dimensions of the old field, unfortunately, but I can't imagine center field was any larger than 320.
No, it couldn't have been.
Ball inside. That was a good pitch, but just barely missed the mark.
Well, the inside part of the plate, to righties especially, has not been given all night, so the umpire's been fairly consistent.
Delivers. And he's going to have a chopper down the gap into center field. Ronan finds himself on the base pass, and that's going to bring up Dilbert, who has been a thorn in North Broward's side all night long.
Now batting, number 8, Austin Dilbert.
2 doubles so far already for Dilbert, as he represents the tying run for the Bobcats.
And he's brought in plenty of RBIs as well. Of course, as we just discussed, don't expect a home run coming up. But that doesn't mean that you can't see. Knock on wood. Hopefully this table's wood. But that doesn't mean that you won't see a ball hit over a fielder's head, gets into some real estate for extra base hit.
Well, it looks like the outfielders are playing deep, trying to play no triples and keep the ball in front of them.
You know, I didn't notice that. Thanks for your analysis. Ben Curtis wouldn't broadcast with anyone but it. I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
No, nothing. Just making sure that.
I couldn't hear. I'm focused on this action-packed game, this tense finish as it's 3-0. And North Broward is very close to sealing the deal, only 2 outs away, but those could be a long 2 outs for North Broward.
Well, Paye started this at-bat looking for the ground ball to get the double play and get this game over, but now he's just got to pound the strike zone.
Here's a pitch. Oh, there it is. Strike in. 3-1 now.
Now that he's back in the count, we'll see if he goes for the bottom half of the strike zone to try to get that ground ball.
Paye kicks and fires right to the first baseman, steps on first, throws to second. It's going to get away from him. Goes right to the left fielder. But Ronan on second did not have enough of a jump, not enough of a reaction time to advance to third.
And it was the hesitation from Hellman that cost him.
Silver lining for North Broward.
Now betting